Well, George Killington here now needs to produce some fireworks, and quickly.
140.
That's handy, gets him down to a finish, so he has a chance to level regardless of the de Sousa throw here. Killington has a 3-dart combination, 3-figure out shot to save the match.
And you saw the grimace on his face when he hit that last dart. George Killington, it was a big one. Now it's options. Well,
71.
It's sloppy, and he didn't really any sort of look of disappointment there, but he'll be fearing the worst now. Sousa still needs to find a treble. Can't find one, so more opportunities for Killington.
65.
Sloppy back into that last turn, but still 3 now at double 16.
Game shot.
In it goes. Fair play to him. Got hit by the break by de Sousa to go 5-4 down, to go behind in the match. George from there, wasn't it, from Jose de Sousa, which would have really put him in the box seat
90.
as this race enters its final laps.
He went for a bullseye there. I don't think there's any great value in that for George Killington. The only thing is he could have set up the shot with a ball, but he drifted into the 10.
96.
But he almost took out 103 in the previous leg. 107 is the shot here for a place in round 2. This time he gets the big number. Can he get the double 16? He misses. Match
75.
start has come and gone for Killington. Will he get any more? De Sousa's turn now.
Should get a dart at tops here. Does get a dart. Tops for the match.
42.
So now both players have missed match darts. Both players have missed one chance. De Sousa may not get another.
Killington, for what would be a brilliant victory for him. Over to double 8. He's hit this already on the end of a 76 combination. He
16.
can't hit it here. He's had 4 darts for a place in round 2.
Well, talk about a big sigh of relief there from Jose de Sousa. Oh, now double 10. And with last dart in hand, after his opponent had missed 4 for the match, Jose de Sousa.
Petersen possibly throwing his last darts of the day.
85.
That last one flicking up as well, but Williams for victory.
Double 16. Double 8.
16.
Well, not over yet, not just yet anyway, because Petersen not on a finish, so Williams will have another 3 match darts at least.
Well, is he going to finish in style?
140.
Well, it's kept him interested, but Louis Williams to complete victory. He's been the better player. He's got to finish the job here. Just shuffling across to the right-hand side, up to double 4 now. And he gets there in the end, and Devon Petersen, more woes in the first round. No victories in the Players' Championships in 2023 for Devon Petersen, but for Louis Williams, yeah, there we see a little bit of relief. And has a chance for 2-0 here. That's gone. He needed a couple of trebles.
90.
I was going to say rescued situation, a clumsy first start from Barneveld, and he can't
55.
hit the double 8. Shake of the head. Gilding has a chance for 2-0 here.
And he takes that chance. In command, Andrew Gilding.
And is Raymond van Barneveld finding a way to get a break here? He's got a slender lead, but that's disappearing here. Brilliant from Andrew Gilding. A 180 to start the leg for Raymond van Barneveld, but Gilding's found one himself to put himself on 81 after 9 darts, and he's just stayed in control, hasn't he, so far? And Barneveld fires back.
Almost teasing us with a 9-dart possibility. Old 9-dart himself, the first one in the Premier League, the first at the PDC Worlds. Yeah, but it's not counted for anything in this leg, has it, Raymond, as Andrew Gilding?
To the brilliance of Andrew Gilding.
Yeah, he always strikes me, a good word, Mark, I think, that you chose to utilise there. I mean, he strikes me as being that kind of player Andrew Gilding. He plays at his level, he plays at his pace, he doesn't really worry too much what the opponent's doing, and will regularly and consistently average around about 95, 96, 98 and a half today in point of fact. But if you average 95, 96 in a darts match, you are hard to beat. You're difficult to break on your own throw at that level, aren't you?
That's a good point as well. How good has he been on his own throw here as well, Rod? So he's set his stall out, got the break, and he's just defended it really well. And this, for the second 11 darter for Andrew in the match, will he take a 12?
57.
Match starts come and gone. The likelihood is he'll get a couple more, though.
Yeah, Barney needs a biggie here with the bull finish. No, sir. So Andrew Gilding now
52.
Back to double 12 to finish things off for a very good win over a darting legend. And Andrew Gilding, Goldfinger again, the UK Open champion, enjoys another success. He defeats Raymond van Barneveld 6 legs to 3.
Chris Landman has been by far the better player and should finish the job from here, although
83.
Nothing takes him out of his rhythm, Rod, does it? Even a spray into the 3 or the 1 or the treble 1-3. He just gets on with it.
$180.
Well, he's every right to be absolutely delighted with this display.
There's an example again. Drifts into the 5.
85.
Just cracks on. And he's left 93, but will he get a go? Keegan Brown, 11 on a treble. Didn't really entertain the treble 11, almost hit the double, but misses the
83.
bullseye. Landman has got a chance to progress to round 2.
Yes. Double 18, lovely finish, lovely checkout, lovely display by Chris Landman. Really top-notch performance by the Dutchman, demolishes Keegan Brown by 6 legs to 1.
Gary Anderson, Ryan Searle, a tasty second round tie. Practice partners, they're just getting underway.
140.
Ian White lost out in the last 32 last week to his good friend Michael Smith. He just couldn't get into that game, and Michael Smith comfortably won the match. Ratajski 11. Well, gets the treble, double 14 for the 1-2-1. And he gets the 1-2-1, gets the breaker throw, and he's been the more likely in his opening 3 legs throughout some of his performance this year to indicate that he'll do enough to stay on tour. Another question is, will he get back to those heights, like you mentioned earlier, Rod, up in the top 16, top 10 in the world?
Ratajski left a bogey there, which gave Ian White some breathing space in this leg. Gave him 2 visits from 190 odd, and now he will get a chance to try and take out this 60.
Always awkward these. Yeah, not moving so you can see enough. And he clearly could see enough, because that is now 3 consecutive legs for Ian White, and he's 1 away. That leg going.
Oh, marvellous stuff.
180.
For the first time, Ratajski really is chasing the game to some tune now, and he's fired in a max.
You look at 25 here, Ian.
105.
25. So if Christoph Ratajski can't take the 101, Ian White should at least get 1 dart for the match. And he is going to get a chance at 76. This would be for 4 consecutive legs. This has been impressive from Ian White. 76 for a place yet again in the 3rd round of a Players' Championship.
To leave double top for a tenacious victory, a dogged display from Ian White, and Diamond White sparkles here.
54.
Good second dart, trying to force it through. Does leave 130. Cullen needs to be careful here, mop up this 52, because Gawlas 130 is gettable. Only 1 treble needed, and he's going to get 26. A go. And
Well, we saw Gawlas miss the ball for a 130 earlier on in the match. So this is a finish which spells danger for Joe Cullen, but needs the treble this time to leave that bullseye I just mentioned. Relief for Cullen.
Cullen would be furious if he'd lost this leg.
Would he ever?
Well, he may still lose this leg, but he's got 3 more opportunities
58.
at double 8.
Yes, he's got to stop the faffing now, hasn't he? Put an end to this. Oh, and the faffing carries on.
Game shot.
There's the end eventually, but...
What's Gawlas got here?
Well, not enough by the look of it, and Cullen now
59.
is in pretty good shape to get this wrapped up in the 10th leg.
$64.
Just knocking
90 left. Gawlas can only put in a big score and hope that Cullen misses. But from 90, he ought to get at least a dart at the bullseye if he goes 21st.
45.
Which will be the way that would be approved.
I didn't think he'd go
by the stats men. Well, you tell me. Double 6.
78.
That was the right decision. He obviously didn't execute, but the way the game's gone, Gawlas taking 153 is a long shot. I thought he'd avoid the 20 route, and he did. And he's going to get some more match stars. He's had a chance
99.
already, Joe. More incoming here to end as what has been a real tough tie for him.
If he comes inside this, he hasn't, he's hit it. And Joe Cullen has put an end to proceedings. That was a real grind for the rock star. And he finally got home. It was really tough going. He was...
Yeah, done really well, Luke. Not panicked. Lost out to the champion yesterday, Ross Smith.
108.
Looking to bounce back, yet to win a ranking title this year. Was a runner-up in the first Euro Tour of the year in Kiel. Lost out to Dave Chisnell.
100.
Mentioning the defending champion, the champion from yesterday, Ross Smith locked at 5 apiece with Nathan Aspinall. He beat Aspinall in the quarters yesterday. They're down to a last leg shootout, and again we're 6 into a 9 here.
99.
Still on. And still on double 12.
117.
Just outside the wire for a 9-dart leg for Luke Humphries.
What an effort from Luke Humphries. Marginally missing the double 12. But
58.
putting himself in a great position in the match. Rallied well here, lost the first 2 legs. Is he going to win the next 4? Got to navigate his way through 24. He does it. It's incredible from Luke Humphries, and when he gets that rhythm going, look at that, averaging, call it 113. Gurney playing well as well, but he's had one to lose his match, which is looking likely. Can't be too hard on himself. He's played okay.
58.
He's just run into an inspired Luke Humphries, and Luke Humphries has got these sort of games in his locker, and look, here he is again. He just can't miss. Sets up, and it could be 6 consecutive legs. Nothing Daryl Gurney can do about it, and it's looking like Humphries is going to breeze into the last 16 with what would be an incredible performance.
To close with another 13-darter, or 14.
$20.
Not there yet.
Well, it could be an ending to the match here, out of keeping with what we've seen as he scratches about trying to find the match start. But here is the bull attempt
28.
from Daryl Gurney.
It's a good effort. But is it his last dart? What was Humphries? Oh, well, he gets there in the end, and a real convincing display from Luke Humphries. Daryl Gurney raced into a 2-leg lead, and Gurney just will glance over at the screen there to see the averages.
25.
Yeah, tends to end in a crushing defeat, Mark, doesn't it, to be honest?
Well, I've been known to go 4 or 5-0 down to him.
98.
How did that end?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a man to be given starts to, is he? Because once he clicks into gear, then he can demolish you in next to no time.
Yeah, and even if he does have a little wobble where you get a couple of legs, he generally just gets back on track, doesn't he?
That's some important moments here, I think, because Veenstra needs to take out 92, otherwise it'll almost certainly be 3-0.
And it's not happening for Veenstra here at all, is it? It's just
40.
And it's not an explosive Michael van Gerwen. It's a good performance from Michael van Gerwen, but not one that you'd expect to blow you away. But that is 3-0 and 2 breaks of throw, and you fear for Veenstra here now.
Not the kind of match where there would be a long Michael van Gerwen highlights reel, but the bull tops finish would probably be the highlight so far from MVG. We could have a 3-figure outshot here from the former world champion.
60.
Treble needed.
He's going right. I thought he may have gone left. He's just... great decision. Great execution. And this is just clinical for Michael van Gerwen, and Richard Veenstra has not had a chance. No good to him. 6 darts for van Gerwen at 148. He's going to need them as well.
81. $57.
So is this the end? 50 left. Double 16 left, almost bust. Doesn't matter now though, does it? And van Gerwen wins in a common canter over his fellow Dutchman Richard Veenstra, who never really got started, and van Gerwen eases home.
86.
So Gian van Veen, having lost his throw in the third leg, has a chance to break back immediately in the fourth. Double 16 is the target.
Game shot.
Finds that target. 2 darts at double 10. Double 5.
70.
Well, he fashioned a chance for himself, couldn't take it. Dirk wants tops, there's one.
80.
Oh, so near to the second two, just deflected out of the target area. And so Van Veen again. Well, he's going to go straight for double 5, or is he going to go hunting a split? Go straight at it, and now he is going to have to split, obviously. 3 leaves double 1.
8.
Well, frustration. And more frustration for Van Veen, because De Decker has money, but also the ranking points marry up with that. So £12,000 to the winner, 12,000 ranking points to the winner. So there's a lot of ranking points at stake for these players who are in the rankings at, as I mentioned, De Decker 55 and Van Veen 104. So it'll make a big difference to them, this. Winning this game, you move from 3,000 ranking points to at least 4.
58.
It's a big difference. And this could make a big difference to this match. It could level the match. Gian van Veen wants 78. He now wants 75. Went for outer bull and didn't find that. He'll be disappointed with that, because that was a wild attempt at any part of the bull segment. Most pertinently the 25 to leave 24. The absolute inner bull. And Mike De Decker, chance to win. Real chance to win. Double 14, and he does win. And Mike De Decker gets the job done.
Humphries being very forceful at the beginning.
180.
Dirk finds a 180 to leave double 15. Will he get a look? Treble 17. Can't find it, so he is going to get a go. A timely 180 from Dirk. Good guy, got to work his way in. Does work his way in, and he's on the board in this semi-final. 2-1, half the deficit. Give him a leg. He's already wrestled the darts away from Luke Humphries. There's clear daylight over in the other semi-final. Ryan Searle and Mike De Decker was 2 apiece. Ryan Searle's rattled off 3 successive legs. Now 5-2. Ryan Searle looking for a third final of the year. 1-1 against Jamie Hughes. Lost 1 against this man on your screen, Dirk van Dijvenbode.
$61.
Can't find a treble. Massive opportunity for Dirk now. It was going to be hard to get in there. Dart landing below.
60.
But still, should return for the 20 tops combination on 60. He is going to.
60.
So for 3 apiece. And to get us back on throw. Awkward. Deciding which way's best. Just he's shuffled to his left. And that was the correct route, and it is 3 apiece. He was patient, Dirk van Dijvenbode, but that 180 at the beginning of the leg gave him the opportunity, and he took it, and we are now back on throw. 4 apiece. Van Dijvenbode had a dart for 5-3. Humphries earlier on in the match had a dart for 4-1, but we are level pegging here.
96.
Certainly not level in the max count. Well, here we are again. We've seen this a few occasions today. We've seen Luke Humphries miss the double 12 for a 9-dart leg. Well, it's the turn of Dirk van Dijvenbode. Steadying himself. Down for treble 19 or treble 19, double 12 for the 9-dart leg, and he's turned to miss. He goes inside. We've seen Humphries miss outside today, and acknowledged by Luke Humphries. What an effort, but Dirk will return to lead again in this semi-final. Double 6, and it is 5-4, 10-dart leg in the end, but an incredible effort from Dirk van Dijvenbode. 17 got it, but then because of that, he had to find another one to leave a finish. Back up. I thought he'd have gone back up. Maybe he should have done. 131. He'd have gone back up and saying the 27 is 130.
139.
Credit Luke Humphries. Great setup play. Are we going to get a deciding leg, or is Dirk going to end it in style? 51, normally the first shot, and a couple of double tops. He's tops. Can't find it.
91.
Looks like we're heading to a 13th and deciding leg. Humphries needs to get rid of his 40 and does, and we are going all the way. And you have to say, this semi-final deserves this deciding leg. Steadying himself, Dirk. Dispatched of Michael van Gerwen in the quarterfinals. Looks like he's going to dispatch of the #1 seed here today, Luke Humphries.
99.
Doesn't really need to go 54 tops here. And then he just tees up.
94.
He'll settle for that. 12 darts thrown, tops left in a deciding leg. And Humphries has just got to try and hit and hope for errors, but it doesn't look like he's going to get him. Dirk for another final against Ryan Searle. And it is another final for Ryan Searle. Brilliant game, both players. We've seen a 9-dart attempt missed by Dirk van Dijvenbode just inside on double 12.
But so, you know, a pretty close game to pick, and with Searle having got the throw here, that probably sort of negates some of the stuff you were talking about, Mark, which was like
77
beating him earlier in a final, and also the way Van Dijvenbode has played so far and so impressive in that semi-final against Humphries. So Searle's advantage of the throw might sort of take the shine off a few of those things, and I would struggle to split the two players, really. I don't think there's very much in it.
159.
I certainly don't see a scoreline of 8-2 happening again. That was the scoreline when they last met in that final. It's worth mentioning Searle won Players' Championship 1 and beat Dirk in the quarterfinals. They've had a couple of meetings this year. Very familiar with one another's game. Searle, who's on his way. Let's mention it, Ryan doesn't have the great eyesight.
18.
He does have to check sometimes with the referee if it's in or not. But he could have risked making a mess of this leg, because if he does return, he's coming at double 3. He may not return. Double 11. And that is a body blow early in this final. Ryan Searle missed chances to lead. He expects to hit maximums. He works his way down from the top wire.
Yeah, he's the #1 maximum hitter in the PDC Pro Tour ranks. So we expect to see a few from DVD in this final. Now 142 leg 1. Could it be 148 leg 2? Could it be?
May well be.
Game shot.
Incredible from Dirk van Dijvenbode, and I was expecting him to stay on the treble 20. He made an early decision to go treble 16, and that was close when they last met, and it has been. Both players who have won 4 Players' Championship titles looking to get their 5th. Right,
100.
3 of his 4 in Barnsley. The other one came in Wigan.
57. 96.
So now both players know full well that a purple patch of maybe 10 minutes of top-notch tungsten will get them to the line.
58.
4 legs away, both of them.
Well, both could have been further ahead, but both could have arguably been further behind, so they'll settle the fact there's 4 apiece.
180.
Dirk now with another max, and he threatens to move in front again here. 29 remains.
140.
16 left, double 8.
Game
There
shot.
he goes. 14 dart leg for DVD.
Break a throw, yeah, look at that. Bit of aggression from Dirk.
Last 3 or 4 legs. Oh, look at this now. He's absolutely flying Dirk van Dijvenbode.
180.
The 180 count is now in his favour, and he's 83 points away.
96.
From being 2 legs away from another title.
Yeah, this is a real burst from van Dijvenbode, isn't it? He really has turbocharged in the last couple of legs.
51.
You did say both these players are capable of that little purple patch, and is this the patch that Dirk van Dijvenbode needs to gain control of this final? 32 points for 6-4. Teed up the leg really well. Double 8 and
Game
convert. 6-4 now in favour of Dirk van Dijvenbode. Ryan.
94.
2 very important turns to the board coming up back to back here. Can van Dijvenbode take this out? And if he can't, can Searle? Double 16 for DVD, and that's brilliant. And that is 3 ton plus finishes in the match. That the smallest of them numerically, but perhaps the most important at this stage of the contest.
Searle had that 1 dart at double 5 to lead 5-3. From there, it's been all this man. No treble in the leg either for Ryan Searle, and you'd expect Dirk van Dijvenbode to finish the job, and he's going the right way about it. 83 left, Ryan Searle 300 behind. Surely van Dijvenbode is going to be champion here in Barnsley. Can he do it on this visit? 83. He may do. And he has done. What a performance from Dirk van Dijvenbode. He's beaten Ryan Searle in a final in Barnsley this year again. This time 8 legs to 4. But it's been dominant from Dirk van Dijvenbode. He's only been taken to the last leg decider once. That was in the semi-final. But what a little spell he found from 4-3 down. The max count in his favour, as always. The 148 explosive way to start the match with a 142. But he is the champion.